Hello, everybody. Today we are right outside of Lumber Lake in Alaska, not too far from Talkeetna, and we're going to fly to a remote strip just a mile from here, really. Check it out. And then we're going to go from there to a 25-mile lake and get out as well, see if we can see some wildlife. Okay, let's get her started. I'm not quite sure. I had those off. And well, I just seen moose. There he is, right off the right wingtip. Just kind of chilling out on there. Big boy. All right, well, we've seen our first wildlife. That's cool. Okay, our temperature's up off of the 40-degree mark. So we're going to taxi down here in this kind of a muddy field. It's starting to rain a little bit. Doesn't get too nasty. So the strip is just a little slightly west of here, not stone throw. We'll fly over the runway, take a look at it, because you never know what's on that runway. They got bears there, they got moose, they got wolves, they got fox, you name it. All right, I think we got enough room here. Right, let's get on it. Take a flight around the lake here, check out our neighbors. I'm not quite sure what this road is across the lake. I have no idea what's going on there. That wasn't there before on the original design from Emerald Scenery. And then there's another lake, I think out by Fort Crosby. It actually has two solid pieces of roadway crisscrossing right smack through the middle part of the lake. I don't get it. Especially if you want to fly in with a seaplane. There's the old domain down there. All right, let's fly over here to the airstrip. And yeah, these strips are they're pretty rough. I have been able to get a DC-3 into Crosby, Fort Crosby, and I got one here at this strip, but wow, it was close. We'll fly over the runway and look and see what we got here. This little cabin down here. Area is still getting built up a little bit as far as the airstrips goes, but there's a lot of interesting cabins around here if you fly around enough to look. They're all over the place. Cool. Okay, let's fly down the middle here. All right, looks good. And we want to get low and slow. Especially for this strip. It's bumpy and you got to stay in the middle. Shoot, I'm too high. Get her down in here. Might make it. Let's see what we can do. See how hilly it is in here? And bumpy. Had to really slip to get her in there. I was way too high. I don't know why I was that high. Watch out for the rocks up in here. We get down the other end, we'll get out and kind of walk around. Got Lumberlake airstrip. Now I had this original add-on in 2020, and it was excellent. No question about it, it's excellent. But I could only, there's a moose. I could only run it. He's going to come right down the runway, isn't he? I could only run it for about 5 minutes, and then it would just crash. I never understood that, but it just wouldn't work. So I didn't use it a lot, even though it's just really done very well. This guy, check him out. And a big boy. Cool. Yeah, if you don't want to get your plane scratched up and stuff, don't be flying into the bush, huh? If I can weasel my way around these bushes. There we go. Girl has no parking brakes. It makes it a little rough. Pull it all the way back, Larry. Okay, let's get out. Door's always interesting. I play around with this door all the time. For some reason. I don't know what it's doing. Just flick it there, and then once it pops open, keep rolling the wheel. There we go. All right, let's get out and walk around. I know that there's a fox in here that will scare the bejesus out of you because he gets real close and then he barks and it'll make you jump every time, especially if you have your volume up. I can't wait till you can grab a canoe and go. That'd be cool. Now there's bear in here too, so I'm keeping my eye out for him. See if that moose is still down there on the run. Came in here one time. He was standing right in the middle of it. Do go around. I don't see him down there. That's cool. This little breeze blowing. we'll just stay here for a little bit and see what comes through. So I've seen the kind of a gray wolf in here before, and there's a little tan standard color fox comes through here, and sometimes you'll hear crows calling pretty close, and wild boar. So I don't see them that much. All right, well, there doesn't seem to be anything happening. Get back inside, start her up, and head over to 25 Mile Lake. Comes a bump right here, and another one, and I just use it to launch. Second little raise there. Right straight from here is the other lake, 25 Mile Lake. Do a fly over it as well. Should be out, yeah, there's a strip right in front of me, right by the compass. Fly over that strip as well. Nice little cabin here on the right hand side. The direction's the same, so we'll come around the other way. Really back the way we just flew in. over this hilltop, over the lake. That's a good thing it's going uphill. That slows you down a little bit. If you come in this other way, from north to the south, you're going to have your hands full. Now, because unless you come in super slow. Pick up a little speed going downhill here. So as you can see, the scenery is done very well. He's put a lot of effort and time into this. I'm really glad that he was able to update through 2024 because the possibilities of crashing now is probably non-existent. So I'm happy about that. You can see she's rolling. Wish there was a way to put chokes out, but there's not. All right, we'll step out. Go check his cabin out. The Alaska flag flying. snowmobile up here. Pretty cool looking. Well, that would be cool to ride around in up here. You could jump on it and go. It'd be pretty neat. One day, I'm sure. Stand here and take it all in for a little bit, see what happens. Remember if there's anything here. There might be part of the lake. So you're probably asking yourself, I go in the water. The answer is yes. My footprints in the water. And if you run in it, how cool is that? Check out these old dead trees. That is just too cool. You gotta admit, it's pretty cool. Well, I can't believe we haven't seen anything. I know sometimes they say if you change time of day, it could change things. Let's try that. I gotta get back into the plane. Let's go ahead and check. See what that does. All right. Well, doesn't seem to be anything here. We'll back up and we'll head over to Fort Crosby. It's a small flight. We'll check that out before we call it a day. All right. Let's get back inside. Get out of Dodge. All right, here we go. Let's bring our notepad up. Should be pretty much straight in front of us. Right there, I believe. That's Fort Crosby. So if you look out there at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock position, there's a river that goes, it takes you into Talkeetna. There's two airports there. There's one native airport there, and then there's the Talkeetna. I think they call it International Airport, right? I mean, it's not huge, but it's busy, so it's a cool place to fly to. And it gives you easy access to all these little strips and stuff around here. Nice mountain ranges back there. I've flown back there a little bit. It's done pretty well. There's nothing back there. It is so barren. One of the cool things about flying back there, there's all kinds of places you could put a plane like this into. Plenty of places. You do have to do a low pass because some of them are just full of rocks. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity to just kind of fly around, check out different little places. good camping spots if you're into camping on the sim, which we'll probably try to set up camp at Fort Crosby when we get there. We'll see what happens. If you look on the notepad here, here's Fort Crosby. There's a hardball road that comes out of Talkeetna. It goes way up to the north. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's good scenery up there, so you can fly up there. There's a few airports up there, and then this is the rig I was telling you about. Comes down from the north, runs in through Talkeetna, which is right there. So there is, let me get the proper name for you. Just Talkeetna. You can see the runways. Got weather reporting, which is cool. And here is your Talkeetna village, which is an Indian native airstrip. And this one is, and I've never been to this one, lLke. I'll have to check it out sometime. I've never been there. Might not be much of anything, but they're on a lake. Looks like they have seaplanes down there according to the aerial shot. Oh, I gotta check that out. It might be an interesting place to go to. So if you take off from Talkeetna, just hit the river, go northbound, and get basically on the hardball road that goes north. And as you can see, there's the hardball road highway, and it takes you right by the airport. There's some construction sites down there with some heavy equipment in it. Yeah, you can't miss it. There's the road, the highway. These are construction sites. These two spots right here. And that road continues south. And right there is Fort Crosby runway. Kind of a stone gravel runway. It's got a hangar there, and you can access the hangar if you want. Do a flyby the runway just to check it out first. So Talkeetna Airport would be straight off my compass right now. Right on the horizon, right there where my cast needle is. Far. So we'll check out the runway, see if there's any wildlife on it. Then when I clear this runway, we'll fly up just not even a quarter mile. There's a lake right up there. And that's the one that has the two roads that cross like an X through the lake, which I'm just not sure what that's all about. It wasn't in the original edition. A nice cabin up here on this lake. There's a Hadlin beaver that's sitting in there too as well. If you look at the lake off to the left, you see the crossroads in it. Don't know what that is. Cabins down there on the right. See the beaver down there on the lake. Nice cabin. It's all throughout here. If you fly in here at nighttime, it's pretty cool because all the cabins are lit up. Little amber lights. And a lot of them put out smoke from their chimneys. A lot of times if you fly around this field right here, you'll see all kinds of animals. There's flying down there right now. Let's see if we can see him. Look like a bear. There he is. What it looks like. Yeah, it's a bear. Big old black bear. I think I might be able to put her on this direction. We're going downwind. I mean, we got a tailwind, but I can get her slow enough to get in there. Not a super bad strip, but still challenging. Running a little faster. Some tall trees at this end. Just kind of plop over top of them. Sort of wheel landing there. See me dance. Put some kind of music to it, I guess. Sorry about that delay. Had a visitor, and showing off my steps, you know. There's a little music to it, maybe. So anyway, yeah, he's got all kinds of cool stuff around here. He's heavy equipment. Over here, he's got a little pit going on. Construction stuff down here as well. Yeah, kind of cool. Right straight out that way from me, standing there, there's a nice cabin back there as well. Peek in the window here at the hangar. But you can open up the hangar by just pulling your plane up to the door. It'll open up. Oh hell, you know what? Let's just walk through the door. Another cool snowmobile. Yeah, you can open that hangar door. It just pulls up front of it. Bring your plane in here. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything going on. I usually see more animals. Uh, you know, they're all on a loop, but yeah, usually each one of them kind of passes through here, and kind of cool to check them out. But sorry we didn't see what I really wanted to see today. Hop back in the plane. Sometimes I've seen bears come out of this area back here behind the hangar. They'll come up this way. Other times, bear will come out of this side, and a moose. So yeah, just kind of missed out on it. All right, everybody, we'll let you go. I hope you enjoyed this small flight around Lumber Lake, 25-mile lake in Fort Crosby. Talk to y'all later.